What's up, guys? Cursive Man here. Back to do another coin video for you guys. Friday night, just chilling out. Figured I'd get on here and show you guys a few more coins. Last weekend I went to Memphis with my little girl and my wife for her birthday trip. Her birthday was actually April Fool's Day, but for her birthday, we got her Bruno Mars tickets. So she was actually my mother got that for her. Got her Bruno Mars tickets, so we took her to Memphis and took her to the show. It was pretty awesome. It puts on an amazing show. Definitely recommend checking them out sometime. But while I was there, I picked up some cool stuff. Some stuff I'm gonna show you guys today. Not everything that I picked up I'm gonna show you today because I got a ton of stuff. But my main excitement over the Bruno Mars was the coins. Besides regular normal coins, I collect elongated coins, which is a fancy term for squished pennies or squished dimes, nickels, whatever, any kind of type of currency that you run through those little machines you see at the your local zoo or amusement park or something like that, where you put the 2 quarters in with the penny and it squishes out the image on there. That's an elongated penny. And I never really paid any attention to those much, which I've only been a coin collector now for about 2 years. So I'm really new to all this stuff in general, but this I'm very new to, and I've fallen in love with it. It's something really cool. It's something that you can, I guess it's just another memento of your time that you spent with somebody, just like all these coins here I have. I'll write on the little flip, Bruno Mars trip. That way I'll kind of remember some years down the road that's where it came from, and it's just a keepsake. Besides the fact that it's like a little piece of art. So anyways, enough from me jabbering, but let me show you guys some stuff. I also got a cool special appearance, a snap cracking pop appearance in honor of my boy Gary, and I'm gonna show some couple little things I think he'd be happy to see. They belong to my son, so yeah, I'm gonna let y'all check that out. But also got 3 old vintage coins also to show. I know that's something Gary likes to see too, is my older coins. These are some old pirate treasure that I have. So yeah, but let's get on to it and see. I'll show you what I got going on here. Alright, again, please ignore all my junk everywhere, but all this here all these are elongated pennies. They're just that's not elongated pennies there, but all these are. And as you can see, like I said, there's the squish pennies. You've probably all seen them before. Probably have gotten them for your kids if you have any. But there's a lot behind these things, a lot it takes to make them, and they've actually been around for a very long time. I want to say one of the oldest ones I know that's out there is the Colombian Expedition coin, I think is what it's. I'm probably totally jacking that up. Exposition coin. It was during one of the World's Fairs back in 1863, I believe. Again, I could be totally wrong. Like I said, I'm still learning all this stuff. So, anyways, I have nothing anywhere close to that old. But, so yeah, just my point is they've been around for a very long time. So, this isn't anything new. People have been rolling coins and tokens and quarters and nickels, dimes, all kind of stuff for a very long time. But this past couple months I joined a club. It's called the TEC, the Elongated Collectors, and when you join you get your membership coin for each year, and it's designed by somebody in the club, and this is the 2017 membership coin. It's actually on a nickel, and you can see there Monticello stretched out across there. I want to say it's 20,000 pounds is the pressure PSI that it takes to do this. Could be more. I could be totally off on that. Somebody correct me if I am. But yeah, that's my membership coin, TEC. It's an awesome group, great people. I've met a lot of cool people so far, and everybody's been totally nice. The owl is kind of like the mascot for the group. So yeah, but it's kind of a close-up of it there. Cool little image, and all these things are carved into the dies backwards. So when you squish your coin across there, it prints the correct way. So yeah, so that's the TEC coin for this year. Now, with these coins, like I said, they're kind of like pieces of art. These here that I have sitting here by themselves are older. They were made in the 60s and 70s. And these particular ones right here, you'll see have like the name down here at the bottom, Ralph Jones. He's the person who created the die for this coin. And they will hide their initials somewhere on there usually, and I don't think I'd be able to zoom in. You can, if you look close on the right hand side of the coin, just barely, I don't want to get too close and get out of focus, but you can see the RJ on the far right side, right before the little dots. That's where his initials are. It's kind of like his trademark on the coin. Now this was actually rolled on a 1943 or 42 steel cent. Back in those days, in the 40s, 42, 43, during the war, our pennies were ran on steel instead of copper because we needed the copper for the war. So that kind of makes this special. Besides the fact George Washington is my favorite president, so that's really cool. I had to get these. You can see it's right there. You see the penny outline there, and it is a 1943. Yep, 1943 penny. And it's steel, so you can see it kind of rusting a little bit right there too. So yeah, but this is a presidential series that I got, and there was 36 presidents that this particular artist did, and the first one, of course, George Washington. It's got his name, where he was born, date, just first president. You see that right there. And then each one of them has kind of like their own little saying, father of this country. So, of course, we knew that. That's the steel version. Now, here was the copper cent version of it. Same thing, just on a copper penny. So, yeah, that's really cool. That one was actually ran on 1956 cent there. So yeah, really cool. I pulled out a couple more different ones, just some random stuff, so you could see a few different things. Put these over to the side so I don't get them mixed up here. The reason I pulled this one, it's just another one, but it's Calvin Coolidge, and he was the 30th president, the peacemaker. And that John 40 down there in the bottom right hand corner, that's his number. That's how they you can look them up in reference books and stuff like that. But the reason this one's kind of significant is it was ran on a 1907 Indian head penny. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can see it a little bit this way. If you look close, you can see the outline of the Indian right there. So it's pretty cool having such a cool penny. These things are really amazing looking. The detail in that is just awesome. Let's see here. I think I had some more that I may have pulled out. No, I didn't. Okay. I think I pulled this one just because of the patina on this penny. It was just amazing. Patina is the natural process that the coins take. The chemical reaction, the copper, over time starts to change color and get this kind of rainbow, really amazing effect to it. It's beautiful. So yeah, there's Andrew Jackson, 7th president. Actually, a lot of controversy with him right now. I think people are trying to tear him out of history, you know. It's ridiculous. These I pulled out here because besides the fact that it's also a really nice, colorful coin, this is an error coin. Just like with anything, the die maker the person that created it may have made a mistake. Well, in this one case, he did. Dwight D. Eisenhower was not born in New York. He was born in Texas. So you see the first couple he made actually says born in New York. So he had turned right around, make the correct one, same thing, just change it to Texas. So that's pretty awesome to have something like that, the error and the correct one. So there's those, and then all those were from the same artist, Ralph Johns. Now, this guy here is another one of my favorite presidents, Ronald Reagan. And this is also probably one of my favorite artists besides Jones and Elmer Anderson, who I'm going to show you next. But Ralph Job here, was a little more simplistic with these presidential ones. He made the stars on the die, but after he did that, he rolled the penny, and then he would actually hand write the name of the president on there. So this one's from 1968. It's when Reagan was running for president. You can see, I mean, it takes a lot of skill to get something that nice looking on there like that. It's really amazing. Very simplistic, but it's very cool at the same time. Let's see, what's that? And then this is Elmer Anderson. He took a whole different outlook on it. See, he kind of made stuff comedic. See there with President Nixon with his big long nose. It's pretty funny. In all of his, you can see his mint mark there, the EA77 on the far right side. That's how he distinguished his stuff. But he also used another mint mark too, PON, which stood for Pontiac Press. But yeah, there's the first president to resign, Richard Nixon, from 1974. Very cool. Elmer Anderson was his name. And this is another one from Elmer Anderson. That is super simplistic there. I mean, it's almost like a dog tag. Same year, just a different type design he did for Nixon resigning under his other name, PON. So yeah. So that's that. But like I said, all these were the ones I picked up this past weekend in Memphis. I'll probably do another video later on. Most of all these are Elvis related. Just a quick shoot of one. That's a dime with Elvis's image on there. You can see where I wrote Bruno Mars trip up there. Just a couple glances at a few. Taking care of business. Another one with his bust there. Jukebox with musical notes going around it. Famous Sun Records. Elvis got his start. There's another one with his image there, kind of. There's a skyline with Memphis. Songbook. Cool Elvis one there. Looks like his autograph. And that one. So, like I said, I got a bunch while I was out. I ain't going to go over all of them. I'll do it in another video. But sometimes you get some, just quick example, that don't do right. See how that's from Tater Reds in Memphis. It's a voodoo shop. The die for that particular one is terrible. It doesn't grab the penny until later on, so it kind of presses it halfway so you don't get the full image. So it kind of sucks as far as that goes. But so yeah, but that's that's all for the long pennies I wanted to show you. I said I was going to show y'all some pirate treasure. This is some old coins that I have also. I just got them the other week, and I hadn't had time to show them on here. But there's some two Maravedis Spanish copper cobs from the 1500s, late 1500s, early 1600s, and they're really cool. Some of them you got to really strain to figure out what's going on with everything, but let me show you what I got going on. Alright, let's see here. This one, alright, take into account this is super old, but the Spanish copper reel, it's Maravedis of Philip III he ruled from 1598 to 1621. This was counterstamped by Philip IV and he ruled between 1621 and 1665. They counterstamped them just to prove that they are what they say they are. This one actually has the you got to really know what you're looking at there, but that little symbol that looks like some numbers with the 2, that's the counterstamp where he had it counterstamped there. So that's the kind of stuff you got to look for in this. Was originally struck around 1623, had a lion castle on it, and it was counterstamped in 1652 when it was re-tariffed. On the back you can see the 8. That's one of the marks that they would throw on there when they re-tariffed them. So yeah, this was all dug up in off the coast of Spain, so it would have been pirate treasure. This one is another Spanish copper Maravedis of Philip III, same years, counterstamped with the Roman numeral 8 for Philip IV when he re-tariffed it. You can see the Roman numeral there, and that was on his shield. Would have like a castle or a lion or something like that on there. And the back of this one is just so worn you don't really see anything except for the tarnish of the copper. So yeah, but this is my favorite one. This is a 2 Maravedis Spanish cob, and it was for Philip III. And if you look on there, you can make out the castle with the crown on top and the C mint mark, which is I don't even want to try to pronounce the word. You see it right there. You can Google it. It was a town. I believe it was South America. Could be wrong. But yeah. So you see the castle with the C mint mark there. And then on the back of it, that is the rampant lion. You see his 2 front paws there in the front with his tail whipping up in the back, and you can see kind of his long neck, body, back leg, and he would have a little crown on also. So yeah, that's my favorite one. It's just got the really cool designs that you can really make out. I mean, something so old you see like that, it's just crazy. But so yeah, that is my pirate treasure. But before I go, like I said, I wanted to show you guys some snapcrackinpops related something that I think you'll appreciate, and hopefully you guys will too. These are my son's pop vinyls. Y'all need to check out his channel. Not my son, but Snapcrackinpops. My boy Gary, he does a lot of cool videos. Like I said before, he's got a ton of pop vinyls, and these are a few my son has. Gary keeps most all his on the box. My son takes a lot of his out, so one of them's out, one of them's in, so you'll see. First one I got here is my man Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. He's one of my son's favorite fighters. My son's amateur boxer, so he really was excited to get this. It's kind of tough to get too. He's got all the cool little tattoos he has there. A little boxing glove on his chest, but this one was kind of tough for him to get. I think he had to pay a pretty good little price for it on eBay. The flippers get on there and mark these things up. It's insane. So yeah, it's a little Pac-Man pop vinyl. And then one of his favorites is the President Donald Trump when he was campaigning in 2016, Road to the White House pop. He got this one back in 2016. It was a pretty good deal on eBay at the time. I don't know what they go for now, but I told him you probably shouldn't take this one out of the box, and the box is like pretty much mint. I don't see anything wrong with it. But at the time they made Hillary, which I still see sometimes, Bernie Sanders, and then of course Trump. So thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, really cool little thing. He's got his little doing all his little hand motions he's always doing. So, but yeah, that's it. I really appreciate you guys listening to me ramble on and stutter over my words, and sticking with me. And you know, if you like it, give it a thumbs up, and give me a comment, and let's talk coins or whatever. If there's anything particular you might want to see that think I might have, or something you might want me to talk about, I love talking about all kind of stuff. I might do a video on a couple of my rifles. I've got some old World War II and World War I rifles. A M44 Mosin Nagant from Romania, which is my baby. It's my go-to weapon if I ever need anything. It's a thumb. I mean, it'll drive thumbtacks. It's insane. And then I have a 1915 French Berthier, which I don't have any shells for because it's pretty tough to get those around here. But it's more just for the looks. It's a beautiful gun, so I might show that in my next video. Switch it up a little bit. Maybe show a couple old coins and show you my rifles and stuff. Who knows? I'm just on here trying to have fun and you know, trying to make something interesting for you guys to watch. But anyhow, I'm not going to keep rambling. I appreciate you guys watching. If you get time, like I said, give me a subscribe and a like, and shoot me some comments below, and I will see y'all later. Be safe.